Yo, what's up, guys? This is your boy Omar, and today we're gonna talk about not about a case, not about anything like that. And I'm not reviewing anything. We're just talking, right? And yeah, so we all know that the C4 7, the unpack was already made and everything, and um, prices went up, and the trading was not the best either compared to last year. So last year, I was able to trade my C4 546, and they gave me $1,200, right? So by the time I got the six, that $1,200 was, after I took everything, the phone was like $600, $700, right? And then I put the insurance on, right? So on the Samsung Care, but the phone was like $600, $700. This time, the C Fold 7 had a price increase of $100, and Samsung's only giving you $1,000 for the C Fold 6. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. So we're getting less for a trading, and y'all increase the price? That means now it's a 300 more from last year. So with that being said, the phone cost $1,000 afterwards, right? Well, yeah, no, right? So I sold my C Fold 6, right? I sold that one already, right? Same $1,000. I'm not gonna rip off nobody, right? Same $1,000. I sold it, and you know I'm gonna be putting my S25 Ultra as a trading. Okay, I love this phone. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's a really good phone. Takes really great pictures. The 100 zoom X, all that stuff. Really good battery and flat screen. The AI, everything. Excuse me. So everything's really good about it. Now, if if the trading would have been a lot more, would have been $1,200, right? And the price wouldn't have increased the way it did, then I wouldn't have traded this thing in, right? I would have just traded the C Fold 6, got my 7, keep my Ultra and all that. But that's not gonna happen. All right, it was too expensive, and yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Anyways, with that being said, yes, a lot of you are gonna say, well, the S25 Ultra is a better phone, here or there, yada. I don't care. All right, look, this one has awesome cameras, right? That 1x, the 5x, the 3x, the 200 megapixel cameras, right? Awesome. All right, 100 x zoom in, right? It's a hit and miss, but it's there. Awesome phone, love it. All right, but like I said, I'm on a long-term experiment, right? So my iPhone is my main phone right now. This is my main phone. This is what I carry as my main phone. That's why I bought the accessories and earbuds, headphones, the iPad, and the iPad Mini, and the iPad Pro, the 11-inch one. The newer one. Well, whichever it is. I put myself in the ecosystem already. So this is more of a long-term experiment, right? Again, I'm having a little hard time with this thing because I'm not used to it. But I carry a second phone around with me. So I've been carrying it, the Edge, with me, right? So ever since I got it, I love the form factor. I love how thin this thing really is. Look at that. Look how thin. Let me take this off. All right. Look how thin this thing is, right? Compared to the iPhone. Look how thin it is compared to the Samsung. All right, this is a very thin phone. very thin phone, all right? So, with that being said, or you know what, let me do it this way with the case on it. This is a very thin phone, okay? And yes, I'm rocking a phone back on this thing. Rocking that phone back, you know, from Suti. Boom, really cool. I'll talk about that on another video. So I always carry around my main phone and a secondary phone with me. And I've been experimenting with the Edge. I love how thin it is. I love how pocketable it is and everything, right? Now, if I had a choice between being able to trade in for the same amount, the Edge and the Ultra, I would have probably traded in the Edge, right? Because I love the Ultra a lot more, you know, but that was not a choice, all right? That was not a choice, so, you know, it is what it is, right? But I do love how I'm able to use this. Now, once I get the C Fold 7, by that time, I'll be done with my 40-day experiment on this one, and I'll be going back to having my folding phone as my secondary phone, all right? So, yeah. So, this is a goodbye video to my S25 Ultra. I'll probably do one more, you know, when I do the trading, you know, I'll be comparing it and everything. But yeah, this is more of a goodbye for this phone right here. Like I said, I love it. I was playing Genshin Impact on it. Man, it was awesome at, you know, max settings. Wouldn't skip, wouldn't, you know, lag or anything. Like it was a really fluent, right? Photos were great and everything. But the C Fold 7 is so much more expensive now. $100 more expensive. And the trading was $200 less than last year. So that's $300 that, you know, Samsung shitted on us. Well, what can we do, right? You either do it or you don't, right? I mean, it's their company. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm saying goodbye to the S25 Ultra. And I'm waiting for the C Fold 7 to show up and start working with that, right? Again, I do need my folding phone. So, I had to get it, right? I sold the C Fold 6. I'm trading in the S25 Ultra. I'm keeping my 16 Pro Max, my daily phone. For now, the S25 Edge as my secondary phone. And I forgot to bring it downstairs, but I got my Red Magic 10 Pro Golden Saga as my gaming phone, right? That's the reason I didn't bring it, I guess, because my gaming phone. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm waiting for that C Fold 7 come over here and make that trade and everything, and you know, we'll see from there. All right, guys. Well, that's all I wanted to say. I am trading my S25 Ultra. Yes, I'm doing that for the C Fold 7. All right. So, what you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. All right. Peace.